Hello everyone, how are you? Well, uh, today I'm going to explain a little bit about standard NBR 6492. Okay, um, this standard is a Brazilian standard, and what exactly would be this standard? Okay, I have the second slide. Okay, this standard it's a technical documentation for architectural and urban projects. Okay, if you are going to build a house, for example, in Brazil, represent, for example, in a technical drawing, you need to understand about this standard. Okay, um, and there are several attachment or annex in this standard. For the first one, we are seeing right here is the A1, and this annexes brings suggestions for the standardized graphic representation of current items contained in drawings of architectural and urban projects. Okay, and the first all the standard shows several kinds of lines you need to use to draw your technical drawings or um, several situations you need to understand to draw uh, to draw your technical drawings. Okay, right here just an example. We have the in the table A1 8.1 the description of the kinds of lines. Okay, continuous lines, but there is several kinds of lines in this table, but I just put right here one line to explain for everybody in a better way. So here we have the designation of the one kind of line that extra wide continuous, and that is the appearance of the line. And when we when do we use this kind of line? We use in the general application like visible outlines of elements in cuts or sections. For example, here we have um, a build, and here we have a door and a window and several construction elements. And here we can see uh, in in an empty space that represents the walls. And this kind of walls we use um, your contour visible to represent the walls. And the line we use is exactly the extra wide continuous. Okay, and so if you want to draw your walls in your building in technical drawings, you need to use, for example, um, a kind of pen like 0.9 millimeters to draw your walls. Okay, and this standard shows other kinds of representations of lines. For example, for windows, we use a thinner um, kind of line for window. Okay, it's different for from walls that use, um, um, for example, extra wide continuous. Okay, and all the standard, if you want to read all this standard another time, you you are going to find out several kinds of lines in the examples of application of the lines. Okay. Other example, the description of line types, uh, known as slopes. Here we have a slope. We have a house here. We have two kind of slopes, like cut slope and embankment slope. Okay, and how could I represent this kind of slope um, in technical drawing? Here we have an example, a real example of a slope. Okay, and here we have the representation in technical drawing of the kind of lines we use in slopes, for example. And here we have a landfill, okay, landfill here, and the natural profile of the terrain appears here, okay. We use a narrow dashed line here, okay, and for example, for project profile, we use an extra wide solid line represented here in black line. Okay, um, so this is an example um, of use of lines um, about, for example, description of line involving evolving slopes. Okay, otherwise, we have in at attachment A, we have the representation of doors and windows and stairs and other details of a project. And for this kind of representation, we can see here walls. We can see here the door. We can see here the window. You can notice that for walls we have one kind of thickness. Okay, we use a wide extra line. You can see here. For doors, we use a thinner kind of a different uh, kind of line. It's thinner than compared with the line of the walls. And here we have the representation of the window, and um, the um, the kind of line we use here is different from the walls too. Okay, and the standard NBR 6492 show exactly this. What kind of line we will we use when I'm going to draw um, a plant like that. Okay, and for the measurements that appears here, we use a thickness different from the other terms. Like for walls, we use a wide line, and for measurements, we use a thinner line. Okay, and that's that is what uh, there is in standard NBR 6492. Okay, all the standard explains exactly what we said here. Okay, if you want to find out more information about that, um, I will put this information in on Padlet for everybody if you want to download the the standard and study um, about this. The all the standard are in Portuguese language, so we you need to find out some. You need to understand a little bit about Portuguese because they don't they don't translate the language, okay, for English, just the first page, okay. So we finish here, and good studies for everybody. Bye bye.